Ginny, first I want to look at your swing plane with the driver. On the right was your swing back in July, and I've drawn a blue line along the shaft, and you were laid off quite a bit, and you came in a little too flat. When your left arm was basically parallel to the ground, your shaft was way below the blue line, the shaft line. And then last week, basically the same setup, but you've done a much better job of getting that club above the blue line. So now you're much better on plane, much more on plane. That's a great adjustment you've made. I think you're starting to get comfortable with that swing plane. Driving will continue to be the best part of your game, and it will be the other areas I would focus on to help lower your score. Improving your consistency at hitting your approach shots solid is an area I want to focus on. I'm going to compare you to Tiger Swing, which is video I took at the 2012 US Open. I will show you several other pros, men and women, that demonstrate the fundamental I have identified as being a key fundamental you are missing. The red lines I've drawn will show the amount of wrist angle at the top of the swing and the angle halfway down on the downswing. When Tiger gets to the top of his swing, the angle between the shaft of the club and his left arm is 83 degrees. When you get to the top of your swing, that same angle is 102 degrees. So Tiger has quite a bit more wrist angle than you do. He has almost 20 degrees more wrist angle than you do at the top of this swing. Most pros will have a wrist angle of 90 degrees or more at the top of the swing. The hinging of the wrist sets the club further back and gives you more effortless power to unload. Now let's look at how Tiger holds that angle in his initial move on the downswing. I've stopped his hands when it got to the blue line, and he has actually increased that angle on his initial downswing move. In your downswing, you cast the club and lose the angle that you had at the top of the swing. And so you're going to have a lot less club head speed because you have spent the power you stored at the top of the swing. Now let's look at the swing through impact into the post-impact ninth position. Tiger now has his right arm fully extended, and you can see that the shaft of his club is above the blue line. So he has restarted rehinging the club back up in the air. As you come down and through, you have a little bit of a chicken wing right there. You don't have that left arm extended. And when your right arm is parallel to the ground, the blue line, your shaft is below the blue line. So you have not rehinged the club. And that is the part of the swing that I want to work on with you, is learning how to hinge the club more at the top of your backswing, how to try to start that downswing and not release the hinge, try to hold the, what they call hold the hit, delay the hit, and then let the club quickly swish past your hands and so that the club head gets back up in the air again on the follow through. So you want to rehinge the club as quickly as you can on the follow through. That'll give you a lot of different positive impact positions. This is video of several pros playing the same par 3. Top of the swing, down swing, holding the angle. When the right arm's parallel on the follow through, the club is back up in the air. Top of the backswing, holds the angle, increases the angle. Right arm parallel, the shaft is back up in the air. All of these swings will have the same key fundamentals. Loading the wrist at the top, hold the angle as long as you can, release and rehinge on the follow through. This is Lydia Ko. Strong angle at the top of the swing, holds the angle in the downswing, releases the club and rehinges it back up in the air on the follow through. This is Michelle Wee from behind her. Strong angle at the top, holds that angle when she gets to the waist high position, releases and rehinges when the right arm is parallel to the ground. Adam Scott sets the angle at the top, holds the angle in the downswing, releases the angle and rehinges the club on the follow through. Now, along with hinging the club more at the top of the swing and learning how to make that initial downswing without casting, and then rehinging it on the follow through, in addition to those things that I want to work on, I want to continue to work on having you arrive at impact with an extended left arm. As you can see, Adam Scott here has a fully extended left arm at impact. This is Grant Waite, who was selected by a biomechanical lab to demonstrate the fundamentals of a golf swing. Fully extended left arm at impact. Tiger Woods with extended left arm at impact. This is Christina Kim, who won last week with an extended left arm at impact.